Tom Selleck never chased fame. It ambushed him. Born January 29, 1945, in Detroit's factory-scarred heart, he grew up worlds away from Hollywood's glare. The second of 4 kids to Martha, a homemaker with a steel spine, and Robert, a real estate hustler who moonlighted fixing B-29 bombers during World War II. By 1948, Robert bet it all on a commission-only gig with Coldwell Banker, uprooting Tom, brother Bob, and siblings Martha and Daniel to Sherman Oaks, California, a dusty patch of farmland masquerading as opportunity. Money was tight. Robert's gamble took years to pay off, hitting $70,000 by 1960 presidential-level cash. But for young Tom, towering at 6'4" by high school, life was less golden. He stuck out like a sore thumb, awkward in every classroom, until basketball and baseball at Grant High turned his height into swagger. At 17, though, fate nearly cut the story short. A joyride down Mulholland Drive's snake-like curves in his mom's red Chevy Corvair ended in a crash that sent the car airborne. "We should have died," he wrote in his 2024 memoir. You never know. The wreck left no scars but plenty of caution, shaping a man who'd later weigh every risk like a chess move. Selleck wasn't born for the stage. At Valley Junior College, scraping by with clothing store shifts, he majored in business, not drama. USC was the dream, but no scholarship came. He turned down a full basketball ride to Montana State, hell-bent on Trojan turf, working United Airlines campus gigs and modeling for Salem Cigarettes to bankroll it. By 1965, he made USC, but hoops dreams fizzled. 4 points in 7 games, 0 the next season. Quick but weak on defense, coaches said. Acting wasn't even a blip until fraternity buddies dared him onto the dating game in 65 and 67. He lost both times, humiliated on national TV. "Worst thing I ever did," he told AARP in 2024. But a casting agent spotted him, landing a Pepsi ad where he dunked a basketball and chugged soda till he puked. That $1,000 check led to 20th Century Fox's new talent program in 1967, just as Vietnam's draft notice hit. Selleck joined the California National Guard's 160th Infantry, serving 6 years, rising to sergeant, then second lieutenant, even patrolling the Watts riots. Fox dropped him mid-service, his uniform stashed in his car trunk for auditions. Post-discharge, he trained under Milton Katselas at Beverly Hills Playhouse, a grueling guru whose cult-like classes, clapping for his entrance, screaming to feel rage, tested Selleck's grit. He stuck it out, dodging Scientology whispers, paying bills with cigarette ads that later haunted him when Magnum, P.I., made him a star. The road to Magnum was brutal. From 1969's bit part in Judd for the Defense to 1979's Rockford Files as Detective Lance White, Selleck hustled through B-movies like 1972's Daughters of Satan, a Philippine horror flick where a botched fire scene singed his hair and nearly killed him. Language barriers and shoddy safety didn't stop the shoot. The studio hushed it up. In 1976, Charlie's Angels cast him as a boyfriend, then fired him after 1 episode. His 6'4" frame dwarfed the Angels, killing chemistry. He was broke, recycling 1 suit for auditions, as director Robert Sallin later recalled. By 1980, Selleck nearly nabbed Indiana Jones for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Spielberg and Lucas loved his chemistry with Sean Young, but CBS, locking him into Magnum's pilot, refused to budge. A 1980 actors' strike stalled Magnum for 6 months, exactly the window to shoot Raiders. Harrison Ford got the fedora, reaping $100 million in legacy cash. Selleck, stuck in Hawaii, swallowed the loss. "I wasn't a victim," he told CBS in 2024, but it stung. Magnum P.I. almost flopped. Selleck hated the original script, a cartoonish Bond ripoff with a cliffside mansion, a tack dog, and a machine gun hang glider. "I don't want to play what I look like," he told producer Donald P. Belisario after 6 failed pilots. Belisario rewrote it mid-production, crafting Thomas Magnum as a witty, flawed Vietnam vet in Aloha shirts, winking at cameras from a borrowed Ferrari 308 GTS. The gamble worked. From 1980 to 1988, 158 episodes across 8 seasons made Selleck a global icon, peaking at 50 million viewers for the Mae Wern 1988 finale. But it wasn't smooth. A 1980 helicopter crash off Oahu killed 33-year-old camera operator Robert Vander Kar. Pilot Robert Sanders, injured, dove repeatedly to save him, failing. Selleck, gutted, demanded safety overhauls, backup choppers, better briefings, clashing with Universal Studios' budget hawks. "Lives, not dollars," he snapped. His push reshaped industry standards. CBS tried killing Magnum in Season 7, shooting Magnum into a coma, walking toward the light. Fan outrage forced a Season 8 revival, costing millions. Selleck fought budget cuts, refusing to ditch location shoots or fire co-stars like Roger E. Mosley. He didn't just act, he guarded the show's soul. Off-screen, his personal life was messier. Married to model Jacqueline Ray in 1971, Selleck leaned on her through lean years of bit parts and cigarette ads. Magnum's 1980 breakout brought fame and temptation. Filming in Hawaii surrounded by fans, he drifted. Jacqueline, watching from LA, felt betrayed. Their 1982 divorce left her with 3 years' support, a car and a house meager for a decade of loyalty. In 1983, Selleck met Gilly Mack, a 25-year-old British dancer in Cat's West End run. Obsessed, he saw the show 12 times, baffling co-star Jane Seymour. Tabloids screamed affair. Gilly, TV-less after a theft, hadn't even seen Magnum. Quiet dinners sparked love. On August 7, 1987, they wed secretly in Lake Tahoe under fake names. Tom Jenkins, Susie Mark, fooling the minister. They forgot the marriage license, scrambling to Reno pre-dinner. Polaroids, no press. Early years were rocky. Selleck's workaholic streak nearly broke them, requiring counseling. Daughter Hannah, born 1988, grew up on their 63-acre Ventura County ranch, bought from Dean Martin for $5 million. Surrounded by 13 dogs, horses, and sheep, Hannah's horse obsession became her lifeline. Though isolation stung, Selleck adopted Jacqueline's son, Kevin, in 1987 at 21. Kevin's demons, drinking by his 20s, rehab at Betty Ford, a 2011 $6,000 credit card lawsuit tested Selleck. Despite cash and counsel, Kevin floundered, though he later stabilized with a wife and 6 kids. The strain lingered. Selleck's post-Magnum career was a roller coaster. 1987's 3 Men and a Baby grossed $167 million, despite a creepy rumor about a ghost boy in a scene. Really a Ted Danson cutout from a deleted bit. Selleck clarified on The Tonight Show. Disney let the myth boost VHS sales. 1990's Quigley Down Under, an Aussie Western, saw Selleck shine as a sharpshooter, but grueling shoots and culture clashes with local crews tanked its box office. He loved the role. Fans still do. Batman 1989 passed him by. Michael Keaton's $411 million win stung, as Selleck, tied to Magnum, had scoffed at comic book flicks. 1992's Mr. Baseball, a culture clash comedy, flopped despite his training. Critics called it messy. In 1997, In-N-Out's 12-second kiss with Kevin Kline shocked his NRA-backed conservative fan base. "I'm an actor, not Solomon," he shrugged, paving the way for bolder LGBTQ+ roles. From 1995-2000, Friends cast him as Monica's suave Dr. Richard Burke for 10 episodes. His charm clashed with Matthew Perry's sarcasm. When Perry mocked his mustache, Selleck's scripted jab, "Nice mustache. Puberty'll kick in," cracked the cast. 1998's The Closer tanked after 10 episodes, sending Selleck to his ranch for a year to lick wounds. Jesse Stone, 2005-2015. 9 TV movies based on Robert B. Parker's novels revived him. As a brooding cop, he co-wrote later scripts, outrating network shows. A 2015 plagiarism lawsuit settled quietly, but the series cemented his grit. Selleck's ranch, his sanctuary, turned into a battlefield. In 2015, during California's brutal drought, Ventura County sued him for stealing 1.4 million gallons of water, trucking it from a public hydrant 8 miles away 12 times. The district spent $21,685 to prove it. Selleck paid that to settle, halting the theft. By 2023, drought killed 2,500 avocado trees and century-old oaks. "It broke my heart," he told People. "Avocados never profited much. I don't even like them," he quipped in 2012. But the collapse crushed him. Blue Bloods 2010-2024, where he played NYPD Commissioner Frank Reagan, was his lifeline. Earning $200,000 per episode, $4.8 million a season, he anchored 293 episodes of badge and bonding drama, insisting on family dinner scenes to echo his own. He clashed with writers over woke storylines, while co-stars like Vanessa Ray faked eating roles. She downed 17 once. In 2023, CBS demanded a 25% pay cut to save the show. Selleck took a $1.2 million hit. It wasn't enough. The December 13, 2024 finale, with Selleck reading a poem, left cast and crew in tears. "We're the third highest scripted show," he pleaded on CBS News. The axe fell anyway. Health battles loomed. A 2015 Blue Blood stunt tore his knee, leading to bilateral replacements by 2024, scars snaking down both legs. Arthritis worsened. Prednisone fueled hunger, pushing his 6'4" frame near 350 pounds by 2025. Paparazzi caught him in August, bearded and disheveled, sparking Snopes debunked death hoaxes. "He's alive, just heavier," friends told Closer Weekly. Fast food binges, hidden burger bags, chip stashes, alarmed Gilly, worn thin after 38 years. Doctors warned of heart attack or stroke risks. Insulin resistance loomed. "Retirement scares me," Selleck admitted on CBS's Sunday Morning. His May 2024 memoir, You Never Know, a 320-page bestseller, bared all, childhood crashes, missed roles, fame's toll, depression's grip. Yet he refused to quit. Enter 2025's strategy, a high-stakes encore to save his ranch legacy and soul. Blue Blood's end left a $12 million ranch with $16 million in 2000s loans, per Globe estimates. Am I set for life? Maybe not here, he told CBS, eyeing foreclosure fears. His pivot, selective, high-impact gigs that maximize cash and clout without breaking his body. March 2025's IMDb bombshell confirmed a 10th Jesse Stone TV movie for Hallmark, with Selleck starring and producing. Budgeted at $5 to $7 million, it nets him $1.5 million up front plus a producer's cut. The plot, a small-town corruption scandal, mirrors his Blue Blood's fight against CBS suits. It's a low-risk test of his action chops post-surgery. Slated for 2026. Bigger fish swim in rumors. Parade's July interview teased talks with Taylor Sheridan for a Yellowstone-style one-off, potentially spinning into a $500,000 per episode Paramount Plus series. Selleck's Western cred, Quigley, Crossfire Trail, and Rancher Soul make it a fit. A Montana-set Jesse Stone crossover could rake millions. Voiceovers like a Lassie reboot narrator gig pad the bank without set grind. Boston Blue, the October 2025 Blue Blood spinoff led by Donnie Wahlberg, is his emotional hook. Its 8.2 million viewer premiere outshone Yellowstone Season 5. Selleck begs for cameos as Frank Reagan, pitching voiceovers or short scenes as Wahlberg told Us Weekly. New York's close to Boston. We'll sneak him in. His health needing a truck to walk makes it dicey, but he's scripting ideas for authenticity. Financially, he's leaning on residuals, $1 to $2 million yearly from Magnum and Friends, and controversial American Advisors Group, AAG, reverse mortgage ads. Fronted since 2016. March 2025 CFPB fine slammed AAG as predatory. Reddit roasted Selleck, but he defended it in Parade. It's equity for seniors, not a scam. The $17 billion campaign keeps cash flowing despite boycotts. Daughter Hannah's equestrian camps leasing ranch trails offset costs. Politically, he's threading a needle. X-Threads in October dubbed him a national treasure for nodding to Trump, aligning with Wahlberg's MAGA-adjacent vibe. But he avoids hard stances, dodging Hollywood's blacklist while banking red state syndication. A November Hour Detroit profile hints at a Magnum reboot pitch to ABC, an older Magnum mentoring a millennial PI, blending nostalgia with Gen Z edge. Selleck's not blind to time. At 80 he slowed. ATV rides swapped for hikes with Jilly, their 2025 vow renewal a quiet nod to 38 years. Magnum's Ferrari days, Quigley's horse chases, even Blue Blood's table slams feel distant. August C. Photos, paunchy, wizard-like, sparked Chala Tom Tough X rallies, fans sharing his outrigger volleyball spikes or friends quips. Hoaxes claiming he died of incurable disease hit 1 million Facebook shares. Variety squashed them. He's plodding, not perishing. His mind craves work, but his knees, heart, and weight scream rest. The ranch once eaten now looms like a $12 million albatross. I need to keep working to hold it, he told people. Friends fear he'll retreat there, fading from cameras into 63 acres of silence with Jilly and memories. But Selleck's strategy bets on one last act. Jesse Stone cracking a case, Frank Reagan toasting family. Maybe a Sheridan saddle-up. As he wrote in You Never Know, life's a gamble. At 80, Tom Selleck still rolling the dice.